Welcome to Tech Compilation. So today we are going to discuss another connector which is available into the Dell Boomi called the database connector. So in this video we are going to see like the how we can use the local atom. So that is nothing but our the on-premises atom. So by using that on-premises, how we are going to perform the DB operations like we are inserting the some contact related information into the DB, how we are going to retrieve the those contacts data which we have inserted uh, into the DB by using the get operations. So we will also see how we are going to retrieve by using the database connector. For that, we have used the XML and database profile. So XML is our the source profile. So by using the XML profile, we are basically inserting into the database, and while fetchings, we are using the database profile, and by using the map, we will also see the mappers in which we will see how we can convert the XML profile into the database profile, and the vice versa, how we can convert from the database profile to the XML profile. So in the case of the inserting into the database, we are receiving the request as a XML profile, and while inserting, we are converting into the database profiles. While fetching the data from the database, we are basically using the DB profiles, and we are converting into the again the XML profile. In this video, we have also used the route set. So on the basis of the certain profile elements, we will see how the our particular documents is getting routed from the different transition paths. So we'll also see here, and the very basic the data processor which we have used basically to split our the one document into the multiple documents. So we are going to, for this, I have already designed that particular process. We will see. So yeah, so this is the folders in which, if you see here, I have used the connectors. So that is the nothing but our the database connector in which I have used the database local connections. So I'm pointing the my local the Oracle JDBC driver, which is the Oracle Express Edition. So this is the username Dell Boomi the DB. This is the local host. This is the port, and this is the database name, the Express Editions. Inside that, we'll see there are two operations. One is the that is the inserting into the operation database, and one is the retrieving from the database. So while inserting into their database, you can see here we have the one profiles. Okay, so going to the profile, here you can see this is the send contact database profile, which means this is the database profile. So that is basically I'm using while I'm inserting the data into the database. So these are the fields which are getting inserted, and this is the statement. So here I have selected the statement. The display name is the statement. How this is going to be decided, you need to select this the options. So option is the giving you the features, whether the for particular database profile what kind of execution type you wanted to, whether you want for the write or read. So I wanted to insert, so that's why I selected it the write. So while you're selecting the write, this will be displayed as a statement. The type, you will have the different type. If you want to use the a standard insert, update, delete, so you need to write the query. I have used the dynamic insert. If you have to use the store procedure, you can use the store procedure here. So what is the purpose of this dynamic insert here? Basically, if you selecting the dynamic insert, it is going to basically you can import the by using the database import wizard, which is the contact, and which table you wanted to import, and basically what are the fields you wanted to select. So I will show you here. So this is showing the using Boomi Cloud. So I need to select my the local one. Okay, So connection, I have to use my database local connection. Here just I am giving you the wildcard character, the filters I am giving. And while doing the next, you see it is going to make the connection with my local atom. So by using the local atom, it is going to connect with my database, and it is trying to filter out or bring out all the contacts which are available into the different schemas. So once I'll do here, if I click the next, after selecting whether this is my the dedicated table in which I wanted to perform the insert operations. So it is atom is loading columns from the table. So here you have the options, like you can select which column you need and which column you don't need. So that step I have already done. So I need this all column. So this is the here it is showing the table name. Correct. So this is the options by which this is the database profile by which we can use to basically make the insertion into the DB. Similar way, we have the retrieve contacts. So in that retrieve contacts, let's go the profiles. What kind of profile we are using? So here you will see I'm going to fetching these things, these fields. So all fields I wanted to fetch. Okay. So what kind of the execution type I have selected? I have selected the read, and in the data element I have selected the in the statement. Okay, and here the type is the select. What query I have written? Select email first name, ID, last name from this contact table. So here you can also write the query, or if you need the, so you will have this one, the edit option. After clicking the edit, it also provide the one of the options. Here you can also write this. Okay, so basically this is going the simple select to fetch all the columns from the contact tables. So these are the database operations we have performed, one for the insertion, one for the retrieval. Coming back to our the profiles. So we have the database profile. So two database profile we have taken. One is the send contact DB profile and one is the get contact DB profile. So this is nothing but our the profile which basically we have already attached, we have seen into the operations. So these are the one for the to fetch the data and one for to insert into the database. So this is the two database profile. Here we have used the two different map. So one basically map is the doing to transforming the source XML request into the database. So this is my source contact.xml and this is my the target. This is the database. So I am transforming from source to target, and this is for the insertion operation where I am inserting into the database. The second is while I'm fetching the data from the database. So this is the vice versa where I'm transforming the source. Source is nothing but our the database profile into the our target, which is our the XML profile. So this is a simple one-to-one mapping. This is my XML profile. So the XML profile will be look like very simple. So it has the contacts element, the root. Inside that context, there are repeating contact and each contact. So while it is loading, I can show you what is the it will look like. So here, if you see, this is the structure, the contacts, then contact ID, first name, last name, email. So this contact is the repeating. Yes. So here you can see. So this is my the XML profile, which is the source. Coming back to this process, so we have the two process here, one for the insert and one for the retrieve. So we'll see how we have designed this and configured. So here I have taken as a for the start shape, which is the no data, simple. For the message, I have put the message shape. I have used the message shape to generate the free flow message for my this to test this insertion whether happening into the database or not. And so these are the all the five contacts I am putting here. So this contact is nothing but the look like here this. So ID1, ID2, ID3, ID4, ID5. So there is the five contact is there. Okay. Now what I'm doing by using the one of the data process, I'm splitting the entire contact into the different contact. So till here we will have the one document, but after splitting that, I am splitting on the basis of the contact. So contact is nothing but the repeating element which is available into the XML. So I am splitting on the basis of contact. So we will have the we will have five contact after the data process step executions. So one document is getting splits into the five documents. So we'll see here. Now this is the map. So basically in the map shape, we have used the one of the map which we have already configured. So that is nothing but our contact XML to the DB mapping. So while we are inserting into the database, we have used this. So because database, for the database we need to supposed to use the database profile. So that's why reason I'm converting our XML profile into the DB profile. Now this is the important our intention to understand this, how this is going to work for the. So this is the connector shape. What kind of connector I have opted chosen? I have chosen the database. So what action I am going to perform? So this is the send operation. So these are the pre-populated list which we can select from the already available the list of the that is provided by the Delboomi, and what is the action. So on the for the database connector say we can perform only the get and send, but this times we are inserting into the database, so we are using the send. The connection is my database local connection, and the operation is nothing but or the insert into the database. So this is the same operation which is using the profile, nothing but our send contact to the DB profiles. So how this the things is getting interlinked, you will be able to understand here. So in the insert, the connection is the database, the operation is insert into database, okay, and this operation is containing nothing but our the database profile, which is basically inserting the data into the database, and this database profile is containing the our actual, if you open this is the containing the our the actual statement of the SQL, what action need to be performed at the database. So this is how this database connector shape is we should use, and how the database profile, how the database connection, how the database operations are interrelated. Okay, so the operations we have configured, and that is the just simply ending it. Okay, so to quickly check this, I wanted to show you this is the my table, so which have the already the ID, first name, last name. I have already created a table. At this moment we can see we don't have any records here. So let's do one thing, just test this. Okay, so I'm testing. So because I'm using the on premises, so my database is not in the cloud. So my TV is the on premises on my computer. So in that case, we should not use our the cloud related item, but I will use the my local item. To just see when it will trigger, we will able to see the five documents must be split by this process, and five record must be inserted into the database. So this is performing. So if you see here, yes, so the input, the Input for this split is nothing but our, if you see, excuse me. Yeah, so you can see here the 5 contact element are there. Okay, but after this, let's see what is the output it's given. So if you see, there are 5 contacts. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that has been split into the 5. Looking into the here, you can see the 5 records inserted. If you open this, you can see. So this is the representation of the database profile. Okay, so that is the different from the XML profile. So that has been inserted. Let's quickly check into our database what is the update. Yes, so we can see here that the Delboomi process is successfully able to insert into the dedicated table, which is the contact, which means this insertion of the database is working fine. So we are good. Now we are moving the second part of this. So in the second part, we are doing the retrieval. So whatever we have inserted just now, we are going to retrieve that. Okay. So we'll see how we are going to retrieve. Okay. So to take this, we have already designed one process. So I'm just explaining what we have done in this. So this is also the start step with the no data. Okay. Here I have used the database connector shape. So here the connector shape I have used, and what kind of connector I'm using, that is the database, and what kind of action I'm doing, that is the get. So connection is the database local, and the operation is nothing but the retrieve contact, and this retrieve contact is the containing the database profile, nothing but the get content DB profiles, and this get contact DB profile has the SQL statement, nothing but the select these field from the contact. Apart from that, I have done something more to explain the route shape and how to convert the vice versa from the database to DB profile to XML. So we'll see here. So from here, we are able to successfully fetch the 5 contacts, which will be in the database profile. Now I have used the one mapper. So that mapper is doing nothing but the transforming or mapping the database profile to the XML profiles. So here, if you'll see, yeah, so these are the fields which are coming as part of the database profile, and I'm converting or transforming this database profile into the XML profiles. So this is done by the mapper. Once we are converting into the, so we will have the one document. Okay. Now for the one document which we have received as in a XML profiles, after converting the database profile into the XML profile, now I'm splitting this into the different documents. So we will have the one large document which will have the 5 repeating element of the contacts. I am now splitting that particular document by using the XML profile on the basis of contact. So this is the similar to what we have done while we are doing the insertion. So after this, now this is the route shape. So we will understand how the route shape works. So basically route shape is the, if you know, this is the conditionally send the document through the different execution path. So suppose we are getting the 5 document, and here I have created the 4 route values. So on the basis of these route values, the transition path will be going to decided during the execution times. So on the basis of whatever the condition we have set, this route shape is going to check which condition is getting satisfied for the which path. Okay, so here you will say I have put the route value for the route by, and what kind of the value I am using for the route by. So I am using the XML profile and the contact ID. The inside that contact, the ID field. So this is the XML. So inside that contact, the ID field is playing the role for the routing. So this is the reason route by I put the ID. So for the different route path values, what I'm checking, if it is equal to 1, if it is equal to 2, if it is equal to 3, if it is equal to 4. So this equal to 1, equal to 2, equal to 3, equal to 4, this is the nothing but our the sequence number. So this is for the 1, this is for the 2, this is for 3, this is for 4. So this is the sequence of the path. So once the ID will be equals to 1, it is going to evaluate the first path. If the ID equals to 2 inside that contact, it is going to execute the second path. If the ID equals to 3, it is going to execute the third, and so on. If the in the case of the 4, this is going to for the ID 4. In the case of the ID equals to 5, no matching condition is getting satisfied here, because still equals to 4. So now it is going to move for the default. So for the remaining after the 4, everything will be taken care by the default path. To make sure this is whatever we have set and the message it is going to appear into the log, so I have used the notified step. Okay, so notified step basically give you the option when we are building the custom execution logs, in which like the whatever the custom message as part of the information or warning or error, the message level you wanted to show as a part of the log, process log, so we should use this notify step. So here in the notified step, I have written like received contact with ID 2. So this is the parameters which I am taking from this variable. So current data is showing the current contact element, and 2 will be showing the what is the value of the contact ID. So we'll see here. So this is the how we are fetching the data from the database. Okay, and we are converting that database profile into the XML profile, and we are splitting that particular XML, the one document, into the multiple document. And for each document we have applied the check ID, the route set, and on the basis of the whatever the value of the ID, we are redirecting or routing the documents through the different paths. So let's execute this, test this, and we'll see. Yes, so in that case also we need to select our the local item. Yep. So you can see. So in this video, hope you have seen this, like this is the, well, there was some pause while it was executing the first part. So this is the how this is, we can relate the things. So each transition or each branching in the Delbumi, the execution happened the sequential. So we have seen, if you have noticed, like for the after the execution of the path 1, it was the pause while, then the second, third, fourth was executed. So we'll see what we are getting here. So here we'll see we are getting the all this 1, 2, 3, 5, all this database path we are. So all the data whatever we have inserted, we are able to fetch here. After fetching, if you see here what we are getting here. So this will be the input of the same the database profile whatever we are getting. Okay, so this is the database profile. Now the output of this will become the input. So we'll see what is the input we have after the converting or transforming the database profile into the XML profile. We'll see. Yeah. So this is our actual what was the in the while we are doing the insertion into the database. So this was our the original XML. So we are able to successfully receive, or you can say the map the database profile into the XML profile to get the actual whatever the request for the insertion into the database process. So that we have received. While checking this after execution of this step, we can see here we are able to generate or split the one document into the 5 different documents. on the basis of this ID, whatever we have applied as a route by, so we can see here for the equals to 1, so ID it should be equal to 1. So while checking here, you can see, yes, so we can see the ID 1 is this, the ID 1 contact is going to this path. Let's see this. So this must be the ID2. So this path is dedicated for this, must be the ID2. Yes, so ID2. Let's quickly check the what is coming for the default path. So this must be the, this context must contain the ID value 5. Yes, you can see the 5. So because we have used the notify save, so we can also see while looking into the log. So if we see the log next, we can see here receive contact with ID1. So this is the ID1, correct. Receive contact with the ID2, yes, ID2. Receive contact with ID3, yes, ID3. Receive contact with ID4, yes, ID4. Receive contact with ID5, yes, ID5. Yeah. So by using this notified say, we can see as part of the info message, this is getting appeared here. If you'll put the error or warning, so by using that, you will be able to see that. Correct. See, we are giving the, this is the ID 333, ID 4, ID 4, ID 555 like this. It is coming. Yeah, so in this video, what we have conclude like, so by using the database connector set, how we can basically insert the data in into the database. So if it is on premises or on cloud, so this is the only the your configuration, you need the your database the connection, how the particular driver and what is the connection URL needed for the database will be required only. Remaining how you need to insert, how we need to fetch will going to be the remain same, whether it is on premises or cloud. We have also seen like how we can convert the from the one profile to another profile, along with how you can the route the, on the basis of the profile element value, you can basically route the documents to the multiple transitions on the basis of the route by value. So hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for your time.